Welcome to another episode of On the Clock. We're here with your hosts, Raul Lascano and George Martinez. You're on the clock.
All right, everybody, welcome to another show of On the Clock. We have a great, exciting agenda for you. First off, we're going to talk about opening night in baseball, kicked off yesterday. We're also going to talk about the recent update. FHSAA met. There's an update there we want to make sure we provide it to you.
Also, man, don't you forget about NBA is back. They did the scrimmages starting on Wednesday, and then yesterday is following. We got big news, man. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. It's going to happen, man. I can't wait for this, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pumped. So let's dive right into it here.
Yeah.
On the show, let's talk about it. So FHSAA had a meeting today to kind of continue conversations that occurred earlier this week. And shout out to Florida High School Sport for keeping us up to date with all the coverage that's going on. Make sure you follow those guys on Twitter and IG by simply searching Florida HSFB. There's not a whole lot of news. There was a motion to delay fall sports completely. That got shot down pretty quickly by FHSAA. So it looks like, we're going to have some type of fall sports. The question becomes a matter of when. Right. Doug Donald, which sits on the board, he made a motion to temporarily postpone all fall sports to August 24th. So that's the earliest that a game can be played.
Once we do August 24th, then do we do the 6-week acclimation from there?
Yeah, so acclimation period would then, again, it's county by county, but it'll start before that. The first time you're eligible to play a game is on the 24th or after. So I know for here in Tampa, as we, talk on this podcast, for us, we're probably looking at an August 10th start date. That would begin our acclimation period.
Right.
Because you would do the acclimation period the week of the 10th, the 17th, the 24th, which is that Monday, would lead into a potential game on the 28th.
But if they push it back to the 24th, we don't start the 24th? We get to play that time? I thought we push it back, meaning like we're not going to play until after the 24th.
Yeah, first game cannot occur till the 24th or later.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So that was the big news coming out of there. Other than that, Hillsborough County yesterday, there was a meeting. Hillsborough County sat down and talked about high school officially delayed their start from the 10th over to the 24th. So there's no school. Nothing's going to start until the 24th is the earliest it's going to start. They push it back 2 weeks. It's kind of in line with fall sports, kind of being around the same time.
Right.
So right now, there was a motion that was put on the table that got shot down. A council member put a motion in to go virtual the first 9 weeks and went in crickets across the room. No one seconded it. It did not get to that point.
So basically, they don't want to be the first group to go virtual in the county. That's basically what it is. They don't have the guts yet.
Yeah, so that's basically what it told me. They did agree to reconsider the situation. So again, we'll see how this kind of transpires with all of that.
How does that affect youth? Does that affect youth football at all?
That's one thing we're waiting on now, because everything trickles downhill.
Right.
So now that today, we're now reacting to the information. We'll see, probably react over the weekend, and we'll probably get something early next week as far as what they're going to do. Right. I know you're heavily involved in the youth game. What do you think is going to happen with youth?
Well, if the high school if high school's going to play, then I'm assuming youth football will play. I don't see youth football playing before high school. I know you and I were talking about that before. I don't see that happening, playing games before high school football plays. But we're Tampa Jags, man. We're ready to go. It's like you told me, man.
Ready to go.
Yeah, it's like you told me. You don't need to get ready if you stay ready. You know what I mean? That's what we do over there, man.
That's a definition of the Jags.
Oh, absolutely. So we're good to go in that aspect, man. But yeah, man. Whatever gets decided, we're gonna rock and roll, and we're always gonna do the rules. We're gonna make sure we're social distancing, taking temperatures, and keeping parents off the field. If they do come on, they gotta wear a mask. That type of stuff. But man, we're good to go, man. We're ready.
That's what's up, man. I know other youth organizations in the area have started as well already, doing conditioning, those kind of stuff. I've checked in with some sources up in the northern states, northern part of Florida as well. And I think youth has kind of go ahead and got on the field right now and doing some conditioning. But we'll see how that kind of goes. and start and restop. Hopefully we don't have to do a whole lot of that as we kind of continue to move forward. But again, we are in uncertain times right now.
Yeah, man. We're definitely in uncertain times. It was weird. It was crazy watching baseball yesterday. Opening night, right? We watching baseball and we're like, okay, this is, for me, when I watched it, bro, just to let you know, I watched it. I'm like, this is kind of weird watching guys with masks all over the place. You know what I mean? They got cutout boards of people in the stands. I mean, I know what they're trying to give them that crowd appeal type deal. I don't know where they got the faces. Did they get the faces? You had to buy the seat, I think, or send in a picture or something from what I heard. And those pictures behind there, those are actually fans. They just sent their picture in.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So people bought a seat at a discount, right? Obviously, because they can't be there. And they sent a picture of themselves. And you know, the Dodgers was one of the teams. One of the games, there's only 2 games last night. It was the Yankees against the Nationals. And then we had the Dodgers and the Giants play. And for those that didn't catch the ending of the game, the Yankees and Washington Nationals game got postponed. The Yankees ended up winning the game. And then also we had the Dodgers beat the Giants as well on opening night. Yeah,
they beat them 8-1, and they look pretty good, man. Not too bad.
The Nationals didn't have anybody in their fans. The Dodgers, though, we were watching that game. You can see the entire behind home plate. You can see people everywhere.
Right.
And they're all cut up boards and just not really there. But again, back to your point, that pitcher is throwing that pitch. He sees fans.
Yeah, he does. He sees fans. The batter is watching the batter's looking at promos in the stands because at one point you see Spectrum Sports and you see all this stuff. So I'm sure they charged them a pretty penny to make a big billboard to cover up a section of the stadium. But it was pretty good watching baseball. How'd you feel about it, man?
You know, it was great to see the guys back. You know, one thing that I noticed immediately is these guys look a lot slimmer than they normally do. I was watching Aaron Judge during the Yankees game, and, you know, he looks back to his pre-draft days.
Really?
When he was coming out of college. Yeah, the guy looks good. He's, you know, well in shape. That game ended up getting delayed for a very long time. But it was good to see baseball back.
On the losing weight thing, the Judge there, even though he lost, he looked slim. He still slammed. Did you see that home run? He didn't lose no power. I tell you that.
It was gone.
Yeah, he still knocked out. That anything traveling that fast should have a flight attendant on and a pilot because that thing was out of there quick.
Along with a speeding ticket for going that fast.
Right. With some peanuts on there. That thing was gone, man.
That was exciting to see a team sport. This is the first team sport that is out there right now. I know we had MMA. We've had, you know, NASCAR's been out there for a couple of weeks now. Golf has been out there for a little bit. This is the first team sport. And again, there's no fans there. So, you know, dugout wise, they've kind of spread everybody out. They've taken over the part of the behind the plate chairs and made those additional seats for the players to sit in to keep them from social distancing. You start seeing some of the coaches are all wearing masks. Your first base coach and third base coach are all wearing masks as well. So everybody's trying to do their part to make sure they can continue on playing.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's great, man. The thing about baseball I wanted to comment on was the fact that I don't know if I know you probably watched it and saw, you know, the social injustice protesting that they did. You know what I mean? I thought that was freaking awesome to watch the Dodgers and the Giants do that. I remember, do you see on the home plate, or not home plate, the pitcher's mound, Black Lives Matter right there on the pitcher mound? I thought that was phenomenal. I did not think Dr. Fucci was supposed to be. Oh my God!
Oh boy!
Let me tell the listeners. Listen, guys, do not judge that man based off his pitching. Okay, we don't care if he could throw a freaking fastball. We don't care if he can even make the plate. What we care about is this man finds a vaccine. Okay, that's what we care about.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, if we was a baseball player at any point of his life, that's over with. We need him. So I don't even care about it. But what I am interested in is the baseball formatting that I heard about, man. Do you have more information on it? Because I briefly saw it, but I didn't get into it.
Yeah, so the MLBPA agreed to expand the playoffs from 10 to 16 teams. So now there's 8 per league. All first and second place teams qualify in the 6 divisions. The 7th and 8th place team are decided based on the best record for the remainder of the season. And what's going to happen in the first round is you're going to have 4 3-game series. The higher seed plays at their home stadium. The rest of the rounds are the normal length. So you're going to get a 5-game series for the league division series. We'll have a 7-game series for the league championship series and the World Series. That's a new addition that's going to place here in 2020. What are your thoughts?
I mean, they're going to kind of have to do that, right? I mean, that's but there's no other choice. I think it's good. I think it's going to be a good format, man. I think that'll work, man.
Now, there's 30 teams in the MLB. How do you feel about more than half of the teams now are eligible and qualifying for the playoffs?
Well, they have to, man. They got to make up for the lost time that the lost time for this COVID, right? And again, it's probably fair to do it that way. You know what I mean? Because you never really know who's going to win it, who's not going to win it. Because every year there's a Cinderella story that's really making a push to the playoffs. And then, we're always hoping that they win the World Series. So I think it's kind of fair that they have to do that. You know what I mean? But again, we've been missing baseball for so long. They got to put the teams in there.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's going to be exciting to see additional games, additional teams, because you're always wondering that last team that barely gets cut, that doesn't make the playoffs, what could have been, what should have been. Now they're in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Now, the one guy I am excited to see throw something is Mike Tyson.
Oh, my God.
Mike Tyson, it came out officially yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Mike Tyson is back in the ring.
How many podcasts have we've been waiting to hear this? We thought it was a bare knuckle champion at one point. Now it's freaking Roy Jones Jr.
What?
He's going to do an exhibition. I think it's 8 rounds with Roy Jones Jr., bro. You got to be kidding me right now. I can't. And if they charge $180, I'm watching this fight.
It doesn't matter. We're watching it.
Gotta watch this. I got to. I don't even care. Did you hear what they're going to be doing? It's coming out September 12th. They got to wear oversized gloves just to make sure nobody ends with a knockout. Are you kidding me? Mike Tyson's definitely knocking him out.
That's like wearing diapers to a wrestling match.
It really is. That's funny, man. I just don't see. I don't care how big the gloves are. I think Mike knocks him out. What happens? I don't care what happens. But we have to go live, George. We have to go live. We got to watch this fight with everybody else.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I wanted to get to. Fans, we're going to go live on September 12th for the Mike Tyson fight. It'll be live on social media, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. You find it. Make sure you're following us on IG at On The Clock Radio. You find us on Twitter, On The Clock Radio, and Facebook, On The Clock Radio. Make sure you're there with us. We're going to go live. Join the show. Be a part of it. Let us know what you think about the fight.
Hey, man, you're going to be I'm putting you on the clock here, man. Who do you think wins the fight?
Mike Tyson.
Absolutely.
No clock. Mike Tyson.
I saw Roy Jones Jr. not able to touch his toes the other day. I don't know if you saw that video. Did you see that video? He went to the chiropractor to get realigned or whatever, and he couldn't touch his toes. And you're going to go. Has he not watched the videos of what Mike Tyson's doing?
That guy just signed up for a death match.
Bro, and I know it's a payday, right? It's Mike Tyson. You're going to get, if Mike Tyson got the guaranteed 20 mil to fight somebody. So 20 mils, I'll take the 20 mil. And I've told you this 1,000 times. I know as a person, if I'm going to go fight Mike Tyson, I know what the result is going to be. We all know what the result's going to be. It's me on the canvas. We just don't, first, second, third round. I'm on the canvas.
We don't know how soon. We don't know how soon it's going to be.
Oh, my God.
We know the end result.
Bro, he's going to go in the ring with Mike Tyson, bro. And at one point, Roy Jones Jr. was, to me, and I'll always say this, he was one of my favorite fighters. I love watching Roy Jones Jr. I love watching, one of his boxing matches was in Vegas. This dude went and played a freaking full basketball game. I think it was like 2 hours before he had a fight. Played a full basketball game. Yes, in the G League or minor league or whatever it was. He played full basketball game. Then went to the arena, got taped up, warmed a little bit more up, went and had a first round knockout in that fight, bro.
That's it.
That's how
it. Now, here's a question I got for you, though. I'm going to put you on the clock.
Yeah.
Does Mike Tyson knock him out?
Yes.
Does it go 8 rounds?
No.
Even with oversized gloves?
Yeah, oversized gloves doesn't matter. He could be fighting with freaking pillows taped to his wrist. He's going to knock out Roy Jones Jr., man. If it goes 8 rounds, it's because they're just doing it for the fans.
For the money.
There's no way. Mike, do you remember what Mike Tyson said when he was working out? I don't want to work out because I don't want to wake up the demons. When he steps into that ring,
demons are awake.
They're fully awake. They are fully going around, flapping around in his head. I think he knocks Roy out. Roy, oh my God. I don't know. Roy, I don't know what he's doing, man. But okay, I'm with it, bro. Let's do it. Roy Jones Jr., this is going to be great, man.
Oh, man, it's going to be great. I'm pumped to see that for sure.
Yeah.
And then now another guy that looks like he's rejuvenated here a little bit. We got your boy LeBron James.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Did you see
NBA's
the scrimmages?
Doing scrimmages. They're doing scrimmages. Yes. And for everybody else that's doing the scrimmages, it looks like an all-star game.
It really does.
For
really
LeBron James, it looks like Game 7, NBA Finals. There's 2 minutes left in the game, and you're tied.
You know what's so funny?
Crazy.
It reminds me of like the kid that's at practice, who's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? At practice, you know what I'm saying? When he knows the plays, going to the right, and he just keeps dominating on the other side. You're like, all right, thank you for being the superstar. We're trying to run the play here. Relax. That's what I saw LeBron steal the ball, sprint up the court. I mean, fully bam it, and he's in LeBron mode, right? But everybody around him is literally playing 6 feet from their opponent. Like they are social distancing defense. So I'm hoping that's just because it's a scrimmage. A couple scores from Wednesday night. The Clippers beat the Magic 99-90. We had the Nuggets play the Wizards. Nuggets came out on top 89-82. Pelicans, just annihilated the Nets, freaking 99-68. 68.
Wow.
This is professional basketball. Okay,
That sounds like an all-star
there's
game.
a high school
that
right
score
now in
sounds
Tampa Bay area that can knock down more than 68 points.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. I don't know why they're in the bubble, but whatever. They're there. The Heat, my Miami Heat. We ended up winning 104-98, and I said we like I played, but 104-98.
You contributed.
Right.
You contributed. You were there making a pass to Jimmy Butler. Hey, Jimmy, here you go.
Right.
Take that shot. I got you, bro.
Exactly. And the Bucks beat the Spurs 113-92. Pacers beat Trailblazers 91-88. So we had some good games, man. And the Lakers, they look like there's out of all the teams that I saw, they look dominant, and so did the Clippers. They looked really, really good when I watched those games. So some more games tonight on Friday, man. This Friday, or today actually, 3:30, 5 p.m. and 7:30. Got 3 more games. We got the Grizzlies and the Sixers playing at 3:30. Thunder and Celtics at 5, and then you got the Rockets versus the Raptors at 7:30. So it's gonna be good. And then you have plenty more games over the weekend, man. So that's gonna even be better. So I can't wait, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got MLB. We got NBA. We probably got another MMA fight this weekend.
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah, we do. We have Ronda Rousey's fighter fighting this weekend. They announced it on Facebook and IG and everywhere they went live. Ronda Rousey's fighter will be fighting. He's you're gonna laugh about this. This kid's 22 years old. He's 11-0 in the UFC, and he's getting a main title fight here. So it's gonna be nice to see him fight. We got a lot MLB. You know who we have to have back on the show? You know who we gotta talking about baseball? We gotta go get Ryan, man.
Yeah, we gotta get Ryan Regal back on the show
from Athletes Retreat. Yeah, man. I want to go get him on the show. See if we can air it on Monday, man. See if he can come on here and talk some baseball. I know he's probably excited about his guy, you know what I'm saying, Pete Alonso, that he trains, man, playing baseball again. So I think it's going to be great, man. I think we're going to be just fine. Sports is back, baby. Sports is back. Sports is back, and it's exciting to see everything going on. Prayers to everyone to stay safe. Yes. Make sure to stay good. I wouldn't be remiss before we head to the break. So yesterday was a very special day. Okay. For me and the wifey. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it was our anniversary. Oh, man. You should have told me that 19 minutes ago, man. That's awesome, man. Well, I got to make sure she listens to the show long enough. You're right. To hear the shout out, right? We got to get her download. She got to at least download it. But so happy anniversary to the wife. We've been 9 years married, 15 years together. That's awesome. Her and I are high school sweethearts. Ooh. It's a traditional story there. So known her for a long time. So shout out to the wife. She's my better half. She, allows me to be who I am today. So shout out to her. Appreciate her and love her. Oh, man. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to her for letting you do this wild adventure with me, man. Coach Football, do podcasting. Thank you for sharing your husband with me. Or I don't know if that doesn't sound weird, but I appreciate you sharing time with us. Hey, On the Clock fans, make sure you stick around. After the break, we have the #1 rated offensive lineman in the state of California. We got Anthony Rosas. We also have Makkah MJ Jordan from Calvary Christian. Man, let me tell you something. Highly rated DB in our hometown. You don't want to miss it. You're on the clock. All right, On the Clock fans, if you're ever in the Lutz area looking for somewhere to go, grab a bite to eat, sit down with the family, make sure you visit our friends over at Panini's Bar and Grill. They're located at 3973 Van Dyke Road in Lutz, Florida. They're the home of the overstuffed sandwich. They got options: turkey, cheesesteak, salami, roast beef, corned beef. You're not going to want to miss it. Again, visit our website, paninisgrill.com. You're on the clock. All right, so next up on the show, we have our first young man all the way coming out to us from California. Woo-hoo. We have Anthony Rosas joins the show. Anthony, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. And what about you guys?
Man, we're good. We're making it, man. We're making it over here in
good.
Florida.
Yeah, man. First guy we talked to on the other coast.
Yeah, man.
3-hour time difference. First things first, man. How's the family? How are you doing? How are you doing during this pandemic right now?
Yeah, everybody's doing great. We just hanging in here and just trying to get through this pandemic and just take it day by day. Just each one of us can be.
Yeah, man. That's all we all can do, man. With this pandemic, man. Let me ask you something. Are you being able to work out and stuff? I mean, have you guys been cleared over there to do workouts with teams, or are you just working out on your own?
I'm working out on my own. So what I'll be doing is I'll collect my teammates, some of my fellow linemen, and we'll sneak into the school and we'll get some extra work in and we'll try to do to be better.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing over here, man. They're same thing basically. I mean, we're doing phases. We're in phase 1, phase 2. Right now, we're in a phase 2 as far as Tampa is known and stuff. But we really don't know. Shoot, what do you think, George? I think the season it's been pushed back or something, right?
Yeah, I think right now we're looking at a early to mid-August kind of start date with the first game probably being played sometime after Labor Day or so.
Wow.
Right now. So I mean, hopefully you guys over there in Cali can go soon.
Yeah,
I like the fact fellow linemen taking leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But the only bad thing is like the way it's looking over here. It's probably gonna get postponed to the spring. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Oh wow.
So if hopefully it doesn't, it just gets postponed like a month or two. But it's highly unlikely.
Right. Well, that's even bigger than congratulations. Let me throw that out there then. Congratulations on committing to UNLV, man, early and stuff, and then being able to have that opportunity, man. I mean, I can't lie to you, man. I look it up, UNLV, and I look at the stadium that's sitting in Las Vegas. I'm like, wow. Oh, my God. I mean, I can't believe that thing, man. That's a beautiful stadium over there, man. Are you, as your college team, they're going to be able to play in that stadium?
Yeah, that Allegiant Stadium, that's the Raiders Stadium. So, and it's crazy because UNLV is going to break it in. Like, UNLV is going to play in it first before the Raiders.
Oh, so you're going to be the first ones to break the stadium in.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
That thing's from outer space, bro. That thing is, I mean, it's clean, man. It's beautiful. Me and George were trying to go over to Las Vegas, of course, for business trips. We'll just call it business trips, Anthony. I don't want to. You're too young to know what we're gonna go over there for. But no, man, that stadium's dope. I know they were having the draft over there, or they were supposed to this year, and a lot of people were hoping on going. Me and George wanted to go. I wanted to see that stadium up close and personal, man, because that's dope, man. Are you excited about UNLV, man?
Yeah, I'm excited about UNLV, but I'm more excited about the coaching staff and what we're gonna build there because this is like a turning point in history, in my opinion. UNLV is gonna be one of the top college playoff contenders in the future, and I want to be a part of that team that makes it turn around because everybody thinks UNLV, it's a small school, whatever, but the coaching staff that just arrived there is going to change the culture over there, and it's the same thing that happened at my school. We went from going 1-19 in my freshman and sophomore year to going 11-1 and choking in round 2 with the new coaching staff. So
so you know what it takes.
It's the same thing. Exactly. It takes hard work and dedication. I feel like UNLV can pull it through, and in a couple of years, hopefully, even after I'm gone or whatever, they start making a big name for themselves because they deserve that.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Can you let me know I know who the coaching staff is, but the listeners, can you let them know who the coaching staff is, man?
As like the head, I could tell you like the position coaches. Sure. I talk to them like every day, which is like the head coach, Coach Arroyo, the O-line coach, Coach Norcross, assistant O-line coach, Coach Charlie Landgraf, the wide receivers coach, Coach Samuel, the running back coach, Coach Boom, and then there's I also talk to the safeties. The DB coach, Coach Trey. So I talk to the whole staff basically. It's just I be forgetting names, and those are the ones that off of the top of my head I talk to the most.
No, that's what's up, man. That's dope, and that's what I'm talking about. I would love I'm gonna look into it more, man. That's great, man.
You being one of the top, if not the top, offensive lineman in the entire state of California. I mean, everybody wants to talk to Mr. Rosas. Yeah, man. Everybody wants to make sure he's got that line secured. So I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome. What made you? I'm gonna take you back to your younger years in life. What made you really get into football? Because a lot of big kids, or we call them here in Florida, here in Tampa, we call them big skill.
Yeah, big skill kids.
Big skill. What made you get into football? A lot of the big skill guys usually don't get into football until they get to high school. What's your story? What made you get into the love of the game?
So, and my story is really simple, but it's really like, damn, this guy used to do that. Like, I used to play soccer. I played soccer my whole life. I was a goalkeeper. Like, so I didn't really like know about football or anything. So my freshman year, I came in there. I was a little timid. Like, I was used to the soccer way, which is soccer. You can get hit and you go down. You go on the floor and you're good. Like, they won't really tell you nothing. But in football, that's basically like it's a I don't know how explicit I can say, but it's like a bitch move in a way. Like, you can't be timid in football.
Listen, you're good, man. I mean, I'm you're already committed to college, so they're they're not going to pull anything. So you're good if you want to drop a couple cousins. I mean, I don't know if your mom's going to be acceptable to it, but you do what you got to do. This is on explicit. We're on iHeartRadio. We can say things like that. So you're good, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was to the point where like I had to like either get with it or get without it, and then it came to the point where like the coaches were constantly on my ass, making sure I knew what I was doing, making sure I was aggressive. So then like coming my sophomore year, we still had the old coaching staff. They stopped caring about us, kind of like that's why we went 0-10. It was a really bad season for us. A lot of us didn't even want to come back to play, but then they kicked them out and they got the new coaching staff, and they were ready to make a change and ready to do everything. And it's just, that's where I really got into football. And that's where I started my height. I don't know why, like my mentality just shifted so much and like everything just went up. My height, my body type, everything. And if you look, if you search up film on me my sophomore year, I wasn't that good. And now, like my junior year, it's a big, like I'm like 100 times better than what I was, and I'm gonna be 100 more times better this season.
That's what's up, man. And just keep working the technique.
Exactly.
Man. We got a coach. We got a coach that coaches with us, Brian Hollister. Man, he's known over here in Tampa as the O-line guru. You know what I mean? And he says the same things, man. There's never a time to not work your technique, work your craft. So, and you can always get even better and better and better. So when you think you're at 100,
exactly,
push for another 100. That's one of the things he always keeps pushing, man. So that's dope, man. That's what I'm talking about. So you were a goalkeeper when you played?
That's what's
yeah.
up. You've always been light on your feet. You've been nimble, middle to move around.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to have good feet work to be a goalkeeper.
Exactly. So like when the transition to football, like when it comes to like footwork and all that stuff, it wasn't really the hard. The hard part was being able to take the hits, being able to always be the hammer or deliver hits. Like me now, no one hit me. If they try coming at to hit me, they getting hit. Like it's no competition.
Bro, we know. Oh, we know. We saw the film.
We watched the huddle link.
we saw the film. We're like, oh my God, he's opening up mountain holes. Like, what is going on right now? I saw poor defensive ends that would try to rush hard off the edge on you, and you just slinging them. And I was like, this is something out of a movie.
It was light work.
Yeah, it was this is something out of a movie. I wonder if the kid watching the film, like, oh, crap, I got Anthony this week.
I'm going to end up on film. I'm going to end up on film.
It's crazy it's crazy though, because a lot of them, like when they came up to the line, like in the first quarter or whatever, they're like, damn, this guy's sorry. And that's when I was barely starting to get a name for myself with offers and stuff, right? So then a couple plays, I was just fooling the guys out. And then, like, in one play, I'm like, the next play, I'm going to pancake you. He's like, no, you're not. You're ass, he said to me. And I was like, for real. And then I was like, all right. And then I made that whole, like, 2 minutes worth of my highlights are from that game. And that's from round one of playoffs when we won 68-0.
Just owned a guy. Just owned him.
68-0? Jesus. God. At the very least, did you guys buy them cheese fries at the end of the game? 68-0? God, man.
Yeah, but like the round two, we really choked because our quarterback decided to throw a pick six to a lineman, and then our defense basically like their running back didn't break a single run for more than 20 yards and broke it on us for a tutty.
Oh wow!
So like it was like we fell apart, and when we shouldn't have, because we didn't know what taking the loss was that this whole season. So we were cocky motherfuckers, and then. Like, and it's crazy because the first 2 minutes we were up 14-0.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So
we've had a couple games like that ourselves, man. We were up, and then all of a sudden the shit started rolling down the hill, and you're like, what happened? Oh my God.
We ended up losing 26-20. So that's the thing. Like, it wasn't even that they beat us. Like, it was we beat ourselves. We shot ourselves in the leg.
So let me ask you this, man. Coming into the season, I know you said pushing back spring, and I'm sorry for COVID and things like that, man. So you guys, with that experience, just probably made you guys even that much better, right? Do you have a lot of guys returning, or is there a lot of guys that are leaving?
For the O line, I'm the only one that's returning. So
wow.
I don't, from the O line, like I'm just trying my best to get them together and make sure they're ready for when we actually start practice.
Right.
But I think we'll do just fine with the new quarterback we got and everything.
Okay.
Like we feel like we're good. Like for every other position we're chilling. It's just the O line is not going to be as good as it was last year.
Right. You guys have to gel. Yeah. You got to make that camaraderie, right?
All about chemistry.
Exactly. Like I grew up with the other four, like playing ball with them and stuff like that. Like as a freshman, like freshmen, they're all 1 year older than me.
Right.
They all graduated, right? So when they were juniors, I was tough and I was playing with them already. But the other people that are going to play with me now, they was still in freshman ball.
So
they got jumped out.
You kind of got to take that onto which is actually, in retrospect, man, you going to UNLV, that's actually a good thing, man. It's actually, you have that leadership already, and you're going to show these guys, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that a coach is going to love, man. So that's why you're doing those private workouts. That's awesome, man. And if the guys really gravitated to you, or you find you got a couple guys that you're like, man, we got a lot of work with you, buddy. You ain't got to say no names. I don't want nobody getting in trouble. I'm just saying.
No. Like, that's the thing. Like, what the people that run, like, kind of the little workouts we have, it's me, of course, and then it's my homeboy. He's a skill player. So what we do is we'll have like skill clinics, just the skills. He'll be leading it. His name's Jose Tinoco. He's gonna get offered up this season. He didn't get that much playing time last season because seniors decided that they wanted to take all the reps.
Yeah.
But my boy has hands and everything, and I'm trying to put him on with UNLV.
Right.
See if he can get offered by them because he's really talented. So he has brilliant footwork and everything. So he be running the skills footwork, and I be running like the line stuff. So me and him basically run everything that's going down at SV at the moment. So it's crazy,
You're a coach's dream, bro.
Absolutely.
You're a coach's dream.
Taking ownership, taking guys under their wing,
yeah, man.
Doing workouts with them one-on-one without them being pushed.
Man, you're a player and coach's dream, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, so real quick, Anthony, we got a section in the show that we call This and That, okay? In this section of This and That, we just ask series of questions that you don't even know about. Simple questions, nothing too crazy. You have nothing to worry about. But it lets UNLV know what kind of player they're getting. We like to call it This and That, man.
Yeah.
So on This, on That, man, George is going to hit you with the first question. Again, nothing to be worried about. You ain't got to start sweating.
Yeah.
And trust me when I tell you, it's nothing that you're going to have to come find us later on when you make the league. You don't have to beat us up or nothing. It's just easy questions, man, all right? All right, George, hit him with that first one, man.
All right, so these questions, I will tell you, will make you reconsider life in a lot of ways. All right, Anthony. So the first one here, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
You didn't say that with confidence, Anthony.
It's not a sandwich.
You sure? It's between bread and bread.
Okay, that's the thing, but it's in between bread, but you don't got the square bread.
Oh, the square makes it.
Bread.
Don't put sandwiches in a box, man. We already got social injustice going on. We don't need a sandwich injustice. You know what I mean? Let a hot dog be a hot dog. It's just a sandwich, man. No, that's fine, man. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one for you, okay? And this is gonna change your life. Like George said, these are life-changing questions, okay? Don't be mad at me. This is just the way it is, okay?
Okay.
Real quick, is cereal a soup?
No, what the? That is not what?
It's in a bowl with liquid. Now, if you're talking temperature,
it's in a bowl of liquid. What's the difference with the soup?
Soup is just bowl with liquid.
Okay, but that's the thing though. Like the soup, you get that like. How do I say this? Like, it's just cereal's cold. It's meant to be cold. That's all. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You just think what the hell?
See, I told you you're gonna think about life differently. Speaking of cereal, with fun fact for you, Anthony, for you and your Lineman guys, and over there in California, me and George found out. All right, now this is gonna blow your mind. Me and George found out that Fruit Loops, the cereal Fruit Loops, is all really just one flavor. They came out and said that it's not. They don't have different flavors. It's all one flavor.
Yeah. I didn't. I knew that.
Oh, you did?
It all tastes the same. Yeah, it all tastes the same.
Oh, you did? It blew my mind away.
It hasn't made its way to Florida. It's a Cali thing. Maybe California knows. They haven't told the rest of the world yet.
That's probably what it is, man. Cali's already up on music and dances and stuff. We're slacking over here. It blew my mind, Anthony. I haven't had Fruit Loops since. I used to be a Fruit Loops guy. I haven't even dared to buy it yet, man.
I have a friend. We call him the Fruit Loop bird that's on the box because he has a big nose. That's crazy.
I love it. I love it. Now, this one, I think which way you're going to go, given your background of what you used to do before you played football, but I'm still going to ask you anyways. What would you rather be, an average NFL tight end or an awesome NFL kicker?
I'd rather be an average tight end.
Really? Why is that?
Whoa.
Why is that?
Okay. Well, the reason I would prefer the tight end is because, with that being said, with you being average, you could always improve, and you should have the mentality. But then with the all good kicker, whatever he in his mind, he might be like, oh, like I'm already good. Like I don't need to do the extra stuff.
Wow.
I don't gotta.
I like
to get
it.
better, you know.
Anthony, you just blew my mind again. You just
that is good stuff,
bro. I don't mean to cut you off, but Jesus, man, I haven't heard an answer like that. Everybody picks the kicker. So that's awesome, man. Is there any way to fly you from Cali to Tampa? You want to come play? Is this illegal recruiting? Am I illegally recruiting you from California right now? That's awesome.
Put him on a plane.
Yeah.
Move him over here.
Or just put him on Zoom with our lineman and let him talk to the lineman about how much work they got to put in. Oh, that's freaking awesome, man.
All right, this next one here, and this is another one that's been kind of going around. If you had one shot, okay, from the 3-point line, okay, you make it, you get $1 million.
Oh, I've heard about this. All right, keep going.
Oh, so he's heard the show.
Anthony's
he
on
knows
this.
it's coming.
Anthony's on this.
If you miss it though, you have no access to no social media ever again.
Ooh.
What do you do? Do you take the shot or not?
Honestly, I feel like I would just not take the shot. Like there's no. I don't really necessarily need the $1 million, and I low key like social media, so like I would just choose none. I wouldn't even shoot the shot. I'd be like, hey, bro, catch y'all later. Y'all go hoop.
So you want to be on social media? That's funny. That's hilarious. Hey man, I'm learning more and more that you're a humble young man. This is
Absolutely.
awesome. I got one more for you.
You know he's got a dude coming to him for sure.
Oh, UNLV has no idea what they're getting right now. Like they know, but I don't think they know. Like
They
this is
don't
gonna be
know.
great.
No. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna be a fan. Here's one for you, man. And I've been asking all the athletes this because me and George, we've been going 15 for 15 now. We've been asking we asking Jordan Oladokin over here. We asked Kyle Kelly. We've asked Dane Belton at Iowa. We've asked all these guys. Okay, do you prefer iPhone or Android?
iPhone? What the hell?
Oh,
Who the hell has an Android?
No.
Who the hell has an Android?
Does your parents have Android?
No, they all got iPhones.
Oh, so everybody's on the.
He converted them over.
Everybody's on the same
them.
family plan. Everybody's on the same iPhone plan. Yo, that's
no. It's weird. Like say you send a message to this literally happened to me once.
Okay.
I sent a message to a girl I liked through the message. Right, it was blue. I was like, all right. I sent another message to a girl and it was green, and I blocked it. I was like, nope.
That's it.
Nope.
You blocked the girl because her bubble was green, bro.
No, I don't want no. I know Androids. No, I don't mess with them. No.
Yo, that's hilarious. That's so funny.
Now we know why he won't take the shot for $1 million. Because if it's a green, you get blocked. Good thing we have iPhones, or else otherwise,
So
I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not coming on the show.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I sent the message, I sent it through Twitter, so I'm sure he doesn't know. But bro, I got an iPhone, so we're all good here, man.
We're all good. We're all good.
We're iPhone guys.
Thank God. Thank God.
He'd be like, "Yo, I'm not doing this show. Cut the audio. We're
No,
done."
I'm blocking you guys on Twitter. I'm blocking you guys everywhere. That's it.
That's a funny story, man. Hey, those are our questions for this and that, man. I appreciate you, man.
Or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, man, I've never heard that story before, but that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man.
I love it.
Hey, man, so listen, whenever you get to UNLV, man, me and George, we're going to stay in contact. What we've done, we've made contact lists, and we've kids that we're going to continue to follow who came onto the show, and we want to just tribute and honor them throughout their whole career, even when you're playing on Sundays, man. So whenever you get to UNLV, man, trust me when I tell you, me and George, we're going to have to order a jersey with your name on the back of it. We're going to put it in our studio, in our office. Bro, we got to. You are by far, first off, you're the first offensive lineman that we've had. First California
He set the
member.
standard.
You set the tone, bro. So when I tell you we are truly honored and happy that you came on the show, we really appreciate it, Mal, man. I wanted to ask you this too before you go, man. Is there anybody you want to shoot out? Anybody want to say you love? You know what I'm saying? Anybody?
I want to shout out a couple people.
Oh, go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
So So shout out to my boy Jose Tinoco. He my guy. Shout out to Fruit Loop Bird Aka Marcial. You already know. Shout out to my family, of course. Like they helped me so much, and it's crazy. Like I'm here where I am because of them, and I am the person I am because of my coaches and everybody. So like I'm just appreciative for everybody, including for y'all. Y'all put me on the show, and I appreciate y'all for everything. You know.
Trust me, bro. We appreciate you more, man. And again, when you make it big, bro, we're still gonna be those guys tailgating in the parking lot, yelling out, hot dog is a sandwich. Messing with you, man. But we wish you all the blessings, man. Trust me when I tell you, we love it. We love you, and we're gonna. I know UNLV fans and fan base, they're gonna love you even more.
Excited. They're excited.
Man. Yeah, man. I can't wait for it.
Yeah. I mean, we need it. I can't wait to be up there. It's gonna be a movie over there. Cause that program, like I said before, it's gonna be flipped around, and it's gonna be one of the top colleges in the country.
That's what's up, man.
There you go. Anthony Rosas just put everybody on notice. UNLV is back, and they're coming to take that spot. I love it.
That's exactly right. On notice is what it is, man. Hey, fans, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have Makai, MJ, Jordan in the building. You don't want to miss it. You're on the clock.
All right, on the clock, fans in the Tampa Bay area. You don't want to miss it. James Wilder is back. Yeah, that's right. You heard it right. James Wilder's back. Former Cincinnati FSU alum, national champion, is back in the Tampa Bay area training our young student athletes. You're not going to miss it. Hit him up on Instagram at IAM_Wilder32. You're on the clock.
Hey, on the clock fans, I really got a special guest here, man. You're going to love it. I have a 3-star DB out of Calvary Christian. I have Micaiah, MJ, Jordan join the show. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Man, we can't call it. Like we said, we're just chilling, trying to get back to some kind of normalcy and get back to football, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. How you been?
Thank you for having me. I've been good, man. Just staying out the way.
Yeah, that's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Yes,
Let me ask you this. I ask all the guests the same question, man. How are you and the family doing? I know the pandemic has been crazy. I just want to make sure how are you guys doing, man?
Yeah, we doing good. We just doing what we can to stay away from it, get it out the way,
Wear the mask and stay 6 feet away and stuff, man.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah, how's school been as far as football-wise? Have you guys gotten back together as a team or anything like that?
Yeah, we got back last month on the 8th, I think. That was, and then ever since then, we just went Monday through Thursday in like 4 different groups.
Gotcha. And you can stick it to those. Yeah, we got to do the same thing. We're 2 coaches that coach out in Jefferson High School, man, and we got to do the same thing. We have to make sure we're, only 10 kids and all those rules and ask those questions, man. So I'm glad you look healthy, man. You look strong. Look, you just got done working out, man.
Nah, I work out in like an hour. I'm gonna go work out at USG.
Oh, okay. Look, then that must just you be the muscles, then, because the listeners won't be able to see.
Just natural swole.
Just a naturally swole kid right now, man. So that's good, man. I ain't mad at you, man. Let me take you back for a little bit, man. We ask these questions to a lot of kids that we interview. We ask them, hey, what was your passion? What made you want to play football? You know what I'm saying? What brought you to the game?
What brought me to the game, I was around like 5 or 6 in the car with my dad, and he asked me and my brother, did we want to play football, flag football? And like around that time, we didn't even know what it was, but we just said yes. So then like a week later, we played for this team called Pinellas Park T-Birds, and then and we were just good at it, so we just stuck with it. Ever since then, we just kept getting better and better, and then we fell in love with the game.
So shout out to Pinellas Park for raising a great one. That's a good shout. I heard that's a great facility, man. They got a lot of great coaches over there too, man. So that's good to see. We haven't had one for Pinellas Park, so that's dope, man. That's real dope. Hey, I got a question for you though, man. So, I watch a lot of high school kids. We've been monitoring. We looked at your highlights, okay? And
baller.
Yeah, like it just jumps off the screen. You're like, oh my God, no wonder this kid has like 12 offers. I mean. You could pretty much run with any receiver, man. And out of all your offers, I look at the guys. I'm like, shoot, look at this list. This isn't a shabby list right here, man. So my question to you is basically, what type of football player will some of these schools be getting? Now, don't tell us what school you're committing to. I don't get nobody in trouble or nothing, man. So, but I mean, what type of football player they're gonna be getting?
They're gonna get somebody who leads by example. They're gonna get a role model, somebody who works hard, a winner. Yeah, they're gonna get a winner out of me, because like I'm real competitive.
You gotta be as a DB. As a DB, you gotta have a chip on your shoulder. You gotta have a chip on your shoulder as a DB.
Got you. That's where it started at.
Yeah, man.
Your confidence.
What's your top 5 DBs? Who do you like? And you can
My
go all
top
time.
5?
Yeah.
All time.
Now
First,
remember,
I gotta go at prime time.
Okay, good.
I gotta go
I was gonna say I'm
outside.
38 years old, so don't
man.
forget the old guys. I'm just gonna tell you, don't forget the old
I
guys.
see. Prime time, the Honey Badger, Ed Reed, Jalen Ramsey, and Trey Palomalu.
All right,
There you
man.
go.
I know the
All
audience can't
ballers.
see this. The audience can't see this, but I'm fist pumping in the air because you mentioned Ed Reed. My guy. My guy. If I can meet anybody in the world, it'd be Ed Reed, man. That's dope, man. And out of all those DBs you mentioned, man, who models you the most? Like, who do you?
I say the Honey Badger. Cause like I'm 5'10", I'm 5'10", and that's like the average height for my position. But like I'm a ball hawk, and I'm gonna go hit somebody at the same time.
Yeah, man, because I was looking at your stance, DB. I coach DBs and receivers over at Jefferson, so I'm looking at your stance. I'm looking at how you play the position, man. You got long arms. You're aggressive at the line, and then you're right. You're around the freaking ball every time it's in the air, or
Yes,
you're
sir.
around a tackle. And I'm like, man, this kid, he likes to get his nose dirty, man. This is what's up. That's my type of
For
DB.
sure.
Yeah, man. Hey, on the show, man, just so you know, we have a little section that we call This and That, all right? This and That are questions that you don't even know about. It's not going to hurt you. Trust me. It's nothing to sweat over. But it's just a little funny thing that we like to do to let the colleges know what type of player they're getting, man. This is called This and That.
This or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that.
All right, on This and That, man, we got only like 5 questions, nothing too crazy. Again, certain questions we've noticed that we ask every time we talk to somebody we interview. It's funny how every athlete's almost the same when they answer these questions, so it's kind of crazy, man. So my first question to you is, and I'm going to come right out the gate with it, okay? Are you an iPhone or Android kid?
iPhone.
Every D1
All
athlete.
All of them.
Every single kid I have talked to says iPhone. Now, here's the backup question. He'll follow up to that. Does your parents have a Samsung an Android or an iPhone? Which one do they have?
They got Androids, but my mom got iPhone though.
Okay, so
But
they,
my dad and my
Dad's still
stepmom, they got
Dad's still the
Androids.
Android.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost, they call it, so you're a young man. You're not 38 yet, right? But they call it a midlife crisis. That's what they call it. So I don't know if the parents are like, let me buy an Android to get young or whatever, because I can't figure out an Android. I'm an iPhone guy. Me and
Oh,
George.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I have no idea how to
I
work this.
can't do it either.
Oh, man, that's awesome, man. Also, here, I'm a breakfast guy, all right? I'm a breakfast dude. Waffles or pancakes? Ooh, I stumped you.
I would say because I like chocolate chip pancakes over waffles, but like
There you go.
chocolate chip pancakes, then I'd say waffles any day.
So pancakes,
Any day.
God, I'm a waffle guy, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I spent a lot of time at Waffle House. That's probably what happened when I was younger. That's probably what it is.
And then sticking with the food, we're gonna go with Chipotle or Moe's.
Ooh.
Oh, Chipotle for sure. Chipotle.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about Moe's. Like Mo who?
Yeah.
Mo who?
Absolutely.
Mo
If
nobody.
there's any Chipotle marketing advertisers, just know Micaiah MJ Jordan would love
Hit
to
'em up.
would love to sponsor you. That'd be dope,
For
man.
sure.
Hey, are you?
Now this next one here, we'd like to put you in a situation.
Oh boy,
All right.
here it comes.
So I'm gonna give you a basketball. You get a 3-point shot. You make it. I'm gonna hand you $1 million. You miss it. You can't be on social media ever again.
Oh Lord,
Do you take the shot?
Oh,
that hurts your soul.
yeah, I'm taking that shot.
Taking
Oh,
it.
he's taking it. Didn't even think about it.
That shot. Cause like
He's gonna have somebody else post for him. That's what he's gonna do.
I could do that though. I could do that.
Yeah. So take
But
a
like
shot.
I'm not too big on social media anyways, so like
There you
I'll
go.
take that shot.
You're like, I can live without it.
Yeah.
And then just because it's in your name, just because you're going by MJ and Jordan, I have to ask you,
sir.
who's your GOAT? LeBron or MJ?
Oh boy.
Can I pick somebody else?
No. You don't want to
Ooh,
offend.
he
Don't
thinks-
offend your dad,
Because
please.
I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a
Okay.
Kobe
Oh,
fan.
nothing wrong with
You know
that.
what? That's-
yes,
that's
rest
fair.
in peace, Kobe.
That's
Absolutely.
fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We just asked that because of your MJ status, but yeah, if I had to pick my top 3, it would definitely be, and that's why I told George, it'd be MJ, Kobe, and then LeBron. That's would be my top, players of all time right now. Yeah, because Kobe, and for us, what's funny is, and I hate to go off on a rant, we had MJ for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? We had 2 MJs basically. We had MJ and then MJ 2.0 and Kobe. You know what I mean? So. That's not bad. That's not bad. The last question we got for you, this is a stumper. We're going to see what type of man you are here. Ready?
Oh, boy.
Here we go, man. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
All of them.
All of them. Everybody. All the D1s. What? I mean, yo, I got a 19-year-old son who loves Xbox. I'm looking at him like I must have screwed up somewhere raising you. I don't know what happened. I messed up along the way because I'm a PlayStation dude. I love PlayStation. That's good, man. That's good. That's the section for this and that for this week, man. That's this and that, man. I appreciate you participating. Before I let you go, man, I wanted to ask you, man. Going into the season, I know the 2020 is kind of rough, and up in the air, whatever the case is. But what kind of expectations do you have for yourself, goal wise? Like, what do you have that you want to set the tone with? You know what I mean?
Cause my school never went undefeated, so our goal is to go undefeated. That's not our goal. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go.
There
undefeated.
you go.
Okay,
talking to existence.
This the state run. This is our year to go to states and actually like win it. Cause like nobody in our county ever won states. Like a couple teams been there, but like we're trying to make history and win it.
So let me ask you a follow-up question, because you go to Calvary Christian. We had Xavier Townsend on the show, and he goes to, he's a dynamic kind of running back. I see you smiling already. I don't, and again, I love the fact that kids can be competitive and they don't take it outside of that. You know what I mean? It stays on the football field. But when you meet up with Xavier Townsend and his football team, that's one of the teams that are circled on your calendar that you want to take out, or what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not, we're not too much worried about the in-county teams.
Okay.
We're not too much worried about them, so.
All right.
But that is going to be a good matchup, though, out of them and a team called Clearwater.
Right, and again, I'm
CCC. We know them well.
Yeah, that's who me and George, we see you two matched up very, very well. Mm-hmm. And that's a huge game that I know. I told George we might have to go skip our game to go watch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I call plays from the stands over there.
Yeah, we'll do it live for Zoom or something and watch y'all's games while we call plays. But that's dope.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, MJ, I know on the 4th you released your top 8 schools.
Oh, yeah.
For those that haven't, your top 9. So for those that haven't tuned in to your Twitter on social media, let us know what's that top 9 looks like right now, and then when do you think you're going to trim it down and ultimately make a decision?
What you mean by what it looks like? Like who's?
So what's your top 9 right now? So let everybody know what the top 9 is right now.
Yeah.
My top 9 is Georgia State, Marshall, FIU, FAU, Buffalo, Coastal Carolina, Army, USF. And Troy.
Yep.
And Troy. That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. That's who's on here. I was looking at while you're talking. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. And I'm like, that's what I was telling you. These schools ain't no slouch, man. These schools are big time schools, man. So I wish you all the luck, bro. I'm glad I'm not. Well, I wish I was in your shoes again, but I'm glad I don't have to make the decision process. You know what I mean? But those are some good schools, man. And again, looking at these pictures, man. Like I told you, freaking big DB. I mean, fast, strong, and you can run with anybody, man. You got great feet work, bro.
Yes,
I mean, just keep working on the craft. So, I don't want to take up too much time of yours. I know you're a busy man. You got to go work out here in the next few minutes. The grind never stops. So, me and George really, really appreciate you taking the time out to come talk to us, man. And listen, when you make that commitment, or before you make the commitment, you want to come on the show, give fans a teaser or whatever, you come back on here, you just shoot us a message. Yeah, we're 24/7 shop here. You say, hey, man, I want to fire up and I want to make my commitment date or whatever, or talk about it afterwards. We can do that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, we can do that too.
For sure, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
For sure.
And I'll be watching that schedule of yours, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
It'll be a good one this year.
It definitely is, man. And I wish you all the luck, man. God bless, man.
Yeah, man. Best of luck to you this year. Thanks for joining the show.
Hey, On the Clock fans, that's all we have the time for, man. It was a full pack show. I think we gave you what you want, man. We gave the people what they want, right, George?
Absolutely right. Make sure you go ahead and check us out on Twitter, IG, by simply searching On the Clock Radio. If you want to join the show, shoot us an email ontheclock20@gmail.com. And don't forget, visit our website at otcsportstalk.com. Until next time, you're on the clock.